Hello guys, welcome back. Do you know that in South Africa, traditional healers or native doctor have a school? Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, D12SA, please do so. South African traditional healer schools represent a unique and fascinating aspect of African culture, embodying a blend of spirituality, history, and indigenous knowledge. They serve as the foundation for training traditional healers, who play an integral role in their communities by offering healing, guidance, and connection to ancestral spirits. Traditional healers, known as Sangomas or Inyangas, have been practicing their craft for centuries, passing down their knowledge from generation to generation. This essay explores the intriguing world of South African traditional healer schools, shedding light on their practices, teachings, and the cultural significance they hold. The role of traditional healers in South African society. Traditional healers are deeply respected figures in South African society. They are not merely practitioners of herbal medicine. They are spiritual guides, diviners, and custodians of ancient wisdom. Traditional healers fulfill multiple roles, acting as doctors, psychologists, and counselors. They help individuals deal with physical ailments, emotional distress, and spiritual imbalances by addressing the needs of the body, mind, and spirit. They offer a holistic approach to health and well-being. Interestingly, it is estimated that about 60% to 80% of South Africans consult traditional healers for their health needs, often in conjunction with modern medicine. This duality reflects the respect and trust that people have in the effectiveness of traditional healing practices. With such a significant proportion of the population relying on these healers, the need for formal training and apprenticeship is essential, which is where traditional healer schools come into play. The journey to becoming a traditional healer. The path to becoming a traditional healer is often seen as a calling, rather than a choice. This journey, known as Ukuthwasa, is a spiritual awakening that prospective healers experience. It can manifest through dreams, visions, or inexplicable physical ailments that indicate a person is chosen by the ancestors to become a healer. When this calling is recognized, the individual embarks on a rigorous journey of training at a traditional healer school under the guidance of an experienced healer, known as a Gobela. Training can last anywhere from a few months to several years, depending on the individual's progress and the complexity of the knowledge being imparted. It is an intense process that involves learning about medicinal plants, spiritual rituals, communication with ancestral spirits, and understanding the diagnosis and treatment of various ailments. Trainees also learn to master the use of divination tools, such as bones, which they cast and interpret to understand a patient's spiritual and physical needs. Interesting facts about traditional healer schools. 1. Blending tradition with modernity. Although these schools have ancient roots, some are now incorporating aspects of modern education. For example, some healer schools have started teaching their students about basic anatomy, physiology, and even first aid practices to complement their traditional knowledge. This integration makes it easier for traditional healers to collaborate with modern healthcare practitioners. 2. Ancestral connection. One of the most fascinating aspects of traditional healer schools is their focus on ancestral spirits. Healers believe that their power and knowledge come from their ancestors, who guide them in their practice. Students undergo rituals to strengthen their connection with these spirits, often involving fasting, prayer, and spending time in sacred spaces. 3. Specializations. Not all traditional healers perform the same role. There are different specializations within the field. Sangomas are more focused on divination and communication with the spiritual world, while Inyangas specialize in herbal medicine and creating remedies from plants, roots, and animal parts. The training at a healer school reflects these distinctions, and students are guided toward the specialization that suits their calling. 4. Learning in secrecy. The training and teachings at traditional healer schools are often shrouded in secrecy. This is because the knowledge passed down is considered sacred and not meant for public consumption. It is believed that revealing these teachings to the uninitiated could dilute their power or invite harm. This secrecy ensures that the knowledge remains pure and is only shared with those who are genuinely called to the path. 5. Ceremonial initiation. The culmination of a student's training involves an elaborate initiation ceremony.